All right, this is going to be probably the most valuable video you have seen in 2024 so far, especially if you are looking to get into appointment setting. This is something that you can make $5,000 to $10,000 a month with online. And I got into it about a year and a half ago. 3 months after becoming an appointment setter, I made my first $8,000 a month. I moved to Thailand. Since then, I've made multiple six figures online since about a year and a half ago doing this exact thing, moving up to a closer while traveling the world at the same time. So there are tons of gurus online. There's tons of big guys that you've probably seen, guys like Grant Cardone, Ty Lopez, Alex Hormozy, Luke Belmar, Iman Gadzhi, Grego Gallagher, just to name a few. All of these guys do different things, but they also have a lot in common. And you're probably wondering to yourself, what do all of these gurus have in common? The biggest thing that they have in common is they sell high ticket programs. All of these guys are masters at garnering attention, and they are masters at marketing, which is why they've been able to amass massive following and print millions of dollars per month with their high ticket programs. And this is all super important because this is where you come into play. There's thousands of these guys that sell high ticket programs ranging from $3,000 to $10,000. But the biggest thing, obviously these guys are masters at attention, they're masters at social media and marketing, but they need a sales team to actually maximize their sales, maximize their revenue, and make as much money as possible, because nobody in their right mind goes to a website and spends $3,000 to $10,000 on some program without talking to a salesperson first, or just someone from the company to get them enrolled and also ask questions, make sure that it's actually going to be the right move for them. And so essentially that's where you as a setter comes in. That's also where you would come in as a closer, but the setter is like an entry-level position. You can make $5,000 to $10,000 a month. You can live anywhere in the world and still make good money. And you can literally make six figures a year just calling people a few hours per day. So as the setter, obviously the influencer has a ton of people that are interested, that are showing their interest, putting their name, number, email into their website, getting more information and showing interest in whatever they are selling. And so as the appointment setter, all you're doing is you are calling those leads for the influencer. You're seeing how you can help them. You're seeing what their goals are. You're seeing if they would even be a good fit for whatever your company and influencer is selling. And then if they are, and they actually are looking and they're actually interested, then all you would do as an appointment setter is you say, all right, John, well, I definitely think you would be a good fit for XYZ. What we can do is actually book you in for a call with Tyler, and he can break down the entire program for you, give you some more insights, and kind of tell you what the next steps would be. Yeah, that sounds awesome, man. And then what you would do is you literally just book them in for a sales call. And when they jump on that sales call with the closer, if the closer closes the deal, they buy, then you get paid commission on that. And usually it's around 5%. So if you're selling a $10,000 program, all you're doing is talking to people, seeing if they would be interested, booking them in for a call, and then you get $500 for that commission whenever someone actually ends up buying, which isn't like a rare thing. That's how you can make $5,000 to $10,000 a month, working anywhere in the world, choosing when you want to work, and having full freedom, not having a boss breathing down your neck the whole day. So the next logical question, if you are watching this, because I'm going to give you everything in this video, is how do I find a guru or like an influencer to actually set appointments for? Sounds amazing, Tanner. How do I actually do it? How do I find somebody that's willing to hire me even if I have no experience? Well, fantastic question. So the next step would just be landing your first offer. All right, and this is absolutely crucial. And your first offer is usually the hardest to land. Once you actually are established in the industry, you have experience, it becomes way easier, and you can just land offers like it's the back of your hand. Whenever you need a new offer, whenever you need a new position online, you can always find one. And there's so much demand for this skill. There are so many people that need setters. There's so many people that need closers. They just need the confidence that you're actually going to do the job. So when you're looking for these offers, when you're looking for an influencer, this is a guy I follow. He's an absolute G. His name is King Keto, Brandon Carter. But this is exactly what you're looking for. So you're looking for somebody just on Instagram, for example, a coach, You want somebody that has a decent amount of following. I usually say, you know, at least 50,000 followers is what you want to look for. There's no exact rule for this, but you want to look for somebody that has some sort of audience so that they actually have leads and they have people that you can call and they have people that already want to buy whatever they are selling, and somebody with a good brand as well. So Brandon Carter has a super good brand. He's on YouTube, which is another thing I'll talk about. But as you can see, he's a mentor to 15,000 plus students. And this is what you want to look for as well, is DM me the word freedom to get started. When you see something like that, that means they're selling a high ticket program, a high ticket product, a high ticket service, because that is where the appointment setter comes in. Right here, when people message him freedom, his appointment setter is in his account and essentially messaging these people and getting them on a sales call. So some appointment setting, you don't even need to talk to people on the phone. You can literally text, which is something that I've never done, but I know a lot of people that make good money doing that. And it's just like appointment setting over the phone, except you're just texting. I always like talking to people, but this is literally what you're looking for. This is someone that would be golden to work for. And there are literally hundreds of these guys that need guys just like you to set their appointments for their sales team and print them more money. So you're looking for, you know, DM me the word blah, 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 some sort of offer. You can tell this guy has an offer because he says he's a mentor to 15,000 students here. And he says exactly what he does. He says, I help trainers grow their online fitness business, right? So that is an offer. That's what he does. He helps trainers grow their online fitness business. That is his program. That's what he's selling. So he also has a link here. This is where he has his VSL probably, where you can also book a call. But that's essentially all you're looking for. This is someone perfect. This is exactly what we're looking for. And I'm going to show you exactly how to find these guys, because there's an old method where you message these guys on Instagram, but that is what worked a few years ago. That's even what worked when I first got into it. But as more people are trying to do this, you're just pulling yourself in with tons of other people. And if you're trying to land a job, if you just do that, if you just do what everybody else is doing, then you're not standing out, and there's no reason for him to hire you compared to the next guy that DM'd him as well, you know, saying, I'm an appointment setter, I'm looking for my first position, would love to work with you. Well, he's gotten 50 messages like that today, so why would he work with you? That's the biggest question, and that is what I'm going to help you do with my authority outreach system. All right, so I call it authority outreach because it gives you authority, it helps you stand out, and it helps whoever you're applying to, whatever company, it helps give them the confidence that you are the man for the job. And that is absolutely crucial. So this allows you to contact big influencers that are hiring without having to DM them, without having to DM hundreds of influencers a day. It allows you to stand out from other appointment setters, which is crucial if you want to land the best positions and make the most money. And it allows you to get the best offers quickly and really just start making money as soon as possible. So obviously, if you're doing this, this is crucial. And there are 3 real methods, but let me just explain why the IG DMs don't work anymore. There's just too many people that do it. You can't really stand out. It's a waste of time. There's many students in my program that did this for multiple months. They wasted hours and hours and hours every single day for months, and they got no responses, they got no interviews, and they didn't land a role. And that sucks. And now with my program, you can go check out the interviews. They are implementing this authority outreach system. They're making $5,000 to $10,000 a month. They landed roles fast, and they landed the best roles without wasting time. And so no one else is teaching this. So if you watch this video probably doesn't have an insane amount of views, which is why this video and this training is so important, because it's what nobody else is doing, and it's why it's working for me, and it's why it's working for my students. So there's 3 methods: LinkedIn, YouTube outreach, and online networking. And so right now, I'm going to break down LinkedIn in this video because this is what my students are seeing the most success with right now, and it's actually incredibly easy. But there are a few keys to success. So if you just go to LinkedIn and start applying to jobs, you're not going to see success, because again, you have to stand out and you have to give them the confidence that you are going to do a good job, which isn't hard, but there's a few things you need to implement. So you need to have a banging profile, which I'm going to show you exactly how to do. You need to make a solid personal video, which I'm going to break down how to do. and you need to put in the volume. So you actually need to apply to multiple companies to get multiple interviews to find the best offer possible. All right, guys, so if we go to LinkedIn, this is my profile. For one, it looks really clean. It displays my experience very, very well. So if you look at this profile, you know exactly what I do, right? I'm a sales consultant. As you can see right here, it has a really good picture of me. Depending, I mean, obviously I would say that, but I'm just saying it's a good picture because most people on LinkedIn, they have a very boring, like, it's like a picture of them with like a white wall. They're standing there and that's just really, really boring. But me, I have a picture of like me out in the city with like a professional photographer, and it just looks more cool. And if you're looking at my profile, you'd be like, oh, this kid looks cool. You know, he's a sales consultant. You know exactly what I do because I have this banner here, which I made on Canva. So you can go to Canva and make that. And then I have my about section here. So essentially it breaks down my experience, you know, closing 150 to 200K cash collected every single month. And so that's super important. It's really easy to read. It's not like an entire blob of words where it's like someone isn't even going to read that. It's very easy. You can literally just glance at that, see the 150 to 200K in cash collected every single month for the company. You can see my main skills here. And that's really good. You know, if you saw this, you'd be like, okay, this guy's a G. And, you know exactly what I do and you know exactly what my expertise is in. So this is super important. You want to build a profile just like this. And even if you have no sales experience, you can do this. You can do this. You just have to tailor anything that you have. So for example, a lot of my students have been like in a kitchen in the past. They've been, you know, servers, or they've been in construction. No matter what you've done, you can find something to leverage and get yourself in the door and really leverage why you're going to be good at sales. Because in construction, for example, very, very hard, very laborious work. You have to have a lot of resilience and you have to learn a new skill all the time. You have to keep learning, you have to get better, and it's just hard mentally and physically. So that is what you would say, is you would use some sort of like story, which I'll break down as well as in the personal video. But even like if you were a waitress or a waiter, you know, you could say you built massive social skills, you got really good at talking to people, you are really good in fast-paced working environments, so you're efficient, which is important in sales. You can say that you upsold people on certain foods, certain drinks, which is literally sales, and you made commissions, which is kind of just like the tips. So that is something that you can leverage. You can use ChatGPT. I love ChatGPT. It'll build you a really good thing like this, even if you're not good at writing. You can literally just tell it to build you one for LinkedIn tailored towards a sales job. Very, very good stuff there. And then you want to have a good Instagram profile, because when you're applying to jobs on LinkedIn, sometimes the people will look your Instagram up just to see like what type of person you are. And here are two examples from Closer Launchpad students who get one-to-one coaching with me. I've helped them build up their profiles. So just before we look at it, you know, something you want to look at is they have a clean bio. People know exactly what they do. They have professional pictures. They don't have any stupid shit on there. And, you know, he shows exactly who he is, the sort of life he lives, and none of him of like drinking, anything degenerate, nothing like that. So if you were to look at this guy's profile, his name is Ivan. I have an interview with him. He is my one-to-one student. He's absolutely crushing it right now. He just graduated high school and he just moved to the Dominican Republic. He's making good money as an appointment setter, and this is his profile. So he has a good picture, him in a suit here, a good picture of him driving a nice car, a pic with him and his girl wearing a nice suit as well. So in all of these pictures, he's just looking like a professional. He's looking like he lives a cool life. And if you were going to hire somebody, you would want somebody that is living a cool life, actually has some sort of personality, especially in sales, and somebody that actually carries themselves professionally, wears nice clothes, and just has an overall good profile. In the bio, he also has remote sales professional, so that's a good thing to add. And then he also has a cool little quote here. He says, "Rise above the noise, conquer the chaos." And so that's just something that if you were looking at his profile and you were potentially hiring him, that's something that would be really cool, and you'd probably be more likely to hire him than if he had him, you know, drinking, or him at a party, or him just with zero pictures. Like, you would rather hire this guy than somebody that has zero pictures, right? Because you want to hire somebody that you can actually relate to, and that is how these people think when they're hiring. Same with my student Clay. So he's making money online as well. Here's him traveling. So he has a clean profile. He just has sales, a bit more simple, but it's really clean. Him traveling. This was in the Middle East, him in Vietnam. I'm not sure where this is, but just clean pictures overall. If you were to look at his profile, you would think he's a cool guy, and he actually has a unique life. And he's also a professional. He's got the nice clothes on here, and that is a very clean Instagram. And if you apply to a job on LinkedIn and someone looks at that, you are going to be ahead of somebody that just has no pictures at all. So this is super, super important. And if you guys want one-to-one coaching on this, if you feel like this video isn't enough, you want one-to-one coaching where I'm in your corner, somebody that's done this, somebody that's been there the entire way through and knows exactly what you need to do, what you need to say, and how to get really good at sales as well. Just click the link below. You can actually apply for coaching with me. It'll explain exactly how it works, and we can jump on a call, see if you would be a good fit. I can break everything down, and that'll really fast track your progress. But this video is really enough to see success as well. So if you don't want to work one-to-one with me, it's all good. That's why I'm making this video. And so in terms of this personal video, this is also something that I break down and really help my students through one-to-one calls get super, super solid. And essentially a personal video is just a video that you record and you always have and you always send to companies whenever you apply. So whether it's on LinkedIn, anything. In this video, obviously we're just breaking down LinkedIn, which I'm still gonna get to, so stay focused here. So with the personal video, this is something you wanna set up first, and it's just a minute long, a minute 2.5 long of you essentially just selling yourself. So this is kind of the first thing at sales. I help my students really script out everything, help them with their experience, tailor it towards sales, because I know exactly what these sales managers and what these influencers are looking for. And I'm going to tell you right now, they're looking for work ethic, they're looking for resilience, and they're looking for coachability. Like if there's 3 things that they're looking for, that's what they're looking for. And confidence is really key here as well, because people can sense when you're lying, people can sense when you're not actually, a G at what you do. So that's super important. Confidence is good. And when you're trying to, like during the personal video, you don't just jump on and say, hey, my name's Tanner, I have a good work ethic, I'm very resilient, and I'm really coachable as well. If you just say that, it's not gonna work. You need to use stories to actually prove this. So you can use, for example, the construction. If you work construction, you can give a story of, how you actually were really resilient one day, you worked like a 12-hour shift, 16-hour shift, or just saying you work in construction 16-hour days every day. Just that proves that you have a good work ethic, you're resilient, and then you can come up with a reason why you're coachable. And then what's super important during this video is you set it up just like this. You're talking, you have some engagement, you have some good energy here, and you also are not just like reading it like you're reading a script. You need to make sure you're not just reading a script. You need to make sure this is something that you've memorized and something that's actually natural, because that is something that they can sense as well. So once you make this personal video, you basically have it in your back pocket. You never need to film it again. And it's like an asset that's going to help you sell yourself and land the best opportunities. So just having these are going to put you ahead of 99% of people, as long as you're actually putting in the volume, you're putting in the work, and you're applying to enough companies. So once you have your profile set up, LinkedIn, Instagram looking good, if you're struggling with the Instagram, first thing you need to do, just take down any stupid stuff and then start getting good pictures. Go out into your town, go to dinner, get some nice pictures, whatever it may be. It doesn't need to be anything crazy. And then once you have those things, the next step is just starting to actually outreach and looking for an offer. So you're gonna go on LinkedIn, you're gonna go to the job section, you're gonna search in appointment setter, you're gonna search in SDR is another word for it. So SDR, another way you could say it. You're gonna look for high ticket appointment setter or remote appointment setter. Just try different keywords, because there's gonna be hundreds of opportunities. All you have to do is apply, then you're gonna set up interviews, you're gonna send them your personal video, and from there you just have to pick the best one, which is something I also help my students out with. Really, I analyze all the opportunities that they've gotten, all the offers they've gotten, and I help them pick the best one. Because if you're new to this, if you pick the wrong one, it could be the difference between making a couple $1,000s a month, between making $8,000, $9,000, $10,000 a month. And then, from there, you pick the best opportunity, you get paid, and you live your best life. But there's still more. Once you get your first offer, now you really have to prove yourself, because you've gotten the offer, they've onboarded you into the company, but now it's actually the hard part. So make sure you're hitting your KPIs. These are the key performance indicators. So this could be a certain amount of calls per day, a certain amount of texts per day, a certain amount of emails, a certain amount of booked calls. As long as you are hitting your KPIs and you're actually putting in the work, then you'll probably make the sort of money that you want to make, and they're going to keep you on the team. All right. And you want to just focus on learning, focus on improving, just focus on getting better at the craft overall, because when you go in there with that mindset, they're going to love you, because that's exactly what these influencers and these gurus are looking for. They're looking for somebody that just wants to grow with them, wants to make good money, and somebody that's ambitious and hungry for more in life, because that's exactly what these gurus are as well. You know, they just started off small. They started posting online, going down a new path, and they're looking for somebody that's also on the same path as well. So also just focus on making as much money as possible, because when you make as much money as possible, then you make the company as much money as possible. And try to get to that $5,000 to $10,000 a month as an appointment setter, and you're going to be doing very, very well. And then from there, you can actually become a closer, and closers typically make, in my experience, $10,000 to $30,000 a month. And so just for context, I got to $15,000 per month after 6 months of starting. So broaden your horizons. I'm not saying this is going to exactly happen to you. You might make less after 6 months, you might make more, but I'm a hustler. That's what I got to. And I'm not that special. I just put in the work and I had the right knowledge. And so it took consistent work every day. It took constant learning and improving. I also invested a lot of money into sales mentors and actually learning and getting better at this skill. All right. And that's huge for you guys. If you want to fast track your progress, just learn from people that have already hit your goals and are much further ahead than you, and literally just learn from them and get the exact knowledge you need to succeed. If I had to give you one tip, that's literally the best tip in the world. And you guys are already doing that, right? You're watching this video from somebody that's already done appointment setting, has already made a lot of money online, and you're literally getting their knowledge. That's what you're doing right now. So you're on the right track. And that's what I did. I just paid people that are better than me to teach me. And a bonus tip, if you want to become really, really confident as a person and you want to just experience a dope life and you want to level up really, really fast, once you start making money and once you figure this thing out, just go spend time in a foreign country. It doesn't even matter where. I moved to Thailand right when I started making money online. And the first month I got to Thailand, I made $8,000. So before that, I was making like $2,000 as an appointment setter. I moved to Thailand, made $8,000 because it really improves my focus. I wasn't living with my family anymore. It expanded my goals, expanded my vision, and it really built my confidence up because I was having new experiences. I was getting uncomfortable. I was trying new things, and it really helped me expand my network as well and get around guys that are also living in Thailand, making a lot of money. And it really got me out of my comfort zone because I was 19 at the time. I'd never really been outside the country, outside of Mexico, and that really helped me level up fast. So if you've never experienced something like that, I would definitely recommend doing it. A couple of things you could do, solo trip to Tokyo, solo trip to Koh Samui, Thailand. That is probably the best recommendation I would have for you because you can do Muay Thai, you can get good at martial arts, you can have the sun, you can get tan. There's lots of awesome girls there. And it's really, really cheap as well, like super, super cheap. Like on 5 to 10K a month as an appointment setter, you are living like a king there. You're one of the richest people on the island. Beautiful water, everything like that. And then South America is also good. I wouldn't go there alone just because like South America can be a bit more dangerous, but it's also cheap, great countries, beautiful. And I would suggest documenting the journey on social media, just posting Instagram stories, posting pictures, posting videos, because that's going to help you start building your brand and help you take things to the next level online as well. And just through all of this, the whole goal is to become unrecognizable, build yourself into a person you admire and respect. And in my opinion, that is what life is all about. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. This was everything I've learned. And if you guys want to actually level up your life and get one-to-one coaching from me, then click the link below and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.